Elevate, 8 questions to elevate all aspects of your life. We will cover them in the next 8 minutes. And if you ask yourself, answer, and take action on any one of these 8 questions or all of them, you can dramatically improve your performance. You can overcome your number one challenge that may keep you up at night, and you can achieve life-changing and breakthrough personal and professional goals. Any one of these 8 questions will help you do that. Apply all 8 of them as necessary. Let's jump right in. The first question, the elevation question. Of course, that's where we start. What would the highest and best version of myself do? And you can apply this to any situation in your life. What would the highest and best version of myself do? We always know what that is. And that this will fall into 2 categories mainly. One is to be kind and useful. That's what the highest and best version of myself would do. And number 2, it would be to do hard things. I call it making a heroic choice, which can fall into having a difficult conversation or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. It could be pushing yourself physically. It could be fearlessly asking for what you need in life, personally or professionally. So it'll fall into those 2 categories, be kind and useful and do hard things. That's what the highest and best version of yourself would do. A great book on this is The Hero Code by Admiral William McRaven. He was a Navy SEAL, became an admiral, and also chancellor of the University of Texas. The second question is the advice question. What advice would I give to someone who's in the exact same situation I am in? Take the advice you would give. This is called dissociation in psychology. Take a step back from your situation. Imagine it's a close friend or family member who's in the exact same situation you're in. They come to you for advice. What advice would you give to that person? I'd say 8 or 9 times out of 10, you know what you need to do. You're just not doing it. Right. And those 1 or 2 times out of 10, go to a trusted advisor who can help you figure out what you need to do next. But most of the time, you'll know what the right advice is. You'd give to someone that you care about. You need to take that advice yourself. One of my favorite things in the world to do. A great book on this, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. It's a daily reader. It's Stoic philosophy on how to live a better life. Question 3, the one thing question. What is the one most important thing I could do? There's always one most important thing that we can do in any given situation, any moment of our life that is far more impactful than everything else. This is based on the 80-20 principle or the Pareto principle made famous by Richard Koch, that there are very few things that matter, but they matter enormously. So do those, narrow it down to that one most important thing that'll make all the difference in the world. Take the time, take 60 seconds, write everything that you need to do to overcome the challenge you're facing. Then narrow it down. What's the one most important thing I could do if I can only do one? There's always one thing that'll have the greatest impact. Usually it's an elevated choice. It's something hard we've been avoiding. Okay, great book on this. The One Thing by Gary Keller, co-founder of Keller Williams Real Estate. The One Thing, outstanding book. Question number 4 is the confidence question. What would the most confident and fearless version of myself do? Again, we know what that is, right? And we're avoiding it because we may have an unnecessary fear or a lack of confidence in our ability to do it. So we have to stop and ask ourselves, what would the most confident version, the most fearless version of myself do in this situation? Again, do that as long as you're not putting yourself in danger or putting someone else in danger, okay, physical danger. Do that. Do what the most fearless, confident version of yourself would do. Again, we know what that is. We just need to take the time to pause, ask ourselves, answer it, and take action on it. A great book on this is The Charisma Myth by Olivia Cabane, one of the all-time greatest books I've ever read in terms of mindset and confidence, being a great communicator, being a great leader. It applies to all these things. Olivia wrote a classic. It's in my top 3 recommended books to change your life. It's got a ton of exercises that you have to do to get the biggest impact, but The Charisma Myth, great book on this. Question number 5, the goal question. Is this getting me closer to my goals or farther away? Everything is binary. It's either getting you closer to your goal or farther away. So apply this to everything in your life, your thoughts, your words, your actions, who you surround yourself with, your daily habits, the strategies you're using. Is this getting me closer to my most important goal, or is it getting me farther away? Now get crystal clear on what your most important goal is in any area of your life, in your professional life, in your wealth, in your health, your relationships, your happiness. What's my most important goal? And then run that filter of, is this getting me closer to my goal or farther away? One of my favorite books on this, probably my favorite book on this, The Success Principles Workbook by Jack Canfield. This is also in my top 3 most recommended books to change your life. So we've got the Charisma Myth, and now we've got the Success Principles Workbook. Very actionable steps, some great exercises in there. This book can absolutely change your life. Question number 6, the thought question: is this thought helping me or hurting me? Again, binary, above the line or below the line. Below the line, this thought is hurting me. It's weakening me. It's a fear. It's a limiting belief. Okay. Or is this thought helping me? Right. It's giving me peace and self-confidence and joy. Okay. And progress. Is this thought helping me or hurting me? Apply this to any thought you're having. A tremendous book on this, Relentless Solution Focus, by a friend and mentor of mine, Dr. Jason Selk. I believe he is the #1 expert in the world on success and high performance. His book, Relentless Solution Focus, is a must read for every man, woman, and child. It will change your life. That is the 3rd book on my list of 3 books that will change your life. Okay, some great exercises again and some actionable steps in the book, Relentless Solution Focus. Again, a must read for any individual or organization. Question number 7, the documentary question. Imagine a documentary crew film me all day long. Would I be proud to share this movie with the world? Would I be proud to share what they see in terms of how I speak and my actions? Am I proud of this? And as a performance coach, I'm a high performance coach for the ultra successful people. I work with CEOs, entrepreneurs, executives, police chiefs, doctors, professional athletes, and professional entertainers. So I think about this all the time, right? I imagine there's a documentary crew filming me all day. Are my thoughts, actions, and words elevated so that I can elevate all the great people I get to work with? Right? I have to live what I teach. Okay. I have to practice what I preach. So I'm always thinking about this. I want to make sure my mindsets, habits, and words are elevated so I can elevate the great people I get to work with. Right. Tremendous book on this, The Success Principles. Okay. That is what the Success Principles Workbook is based on. Okay. These are 2 books. The Success Principles has a complete collection of principles in terms of success and happiness, positive impact. It's I would say the #1 book I recommend on success and performance. So that book will be a life changer, game changer as well. And lastly, the joy growth question: does this bring me joy and or growth? Apply this to people, places, things, work, and activities. Again, does this bring me joy and or growth? Above the line, below the line. So really make it a priority to surround yourself with people that bring you joy and or growth, to do activities that bring you joy and or growth. Okay. To think thoughts that bring you joy and or growth. Again, apply this to everything. Very binary. Growth can mean, in terms of people that challenge you to be better, that are honest with you, that give you direct and honest feedback to help you grow. Activities that help you grow, maybe physical exercise, eating healthy, learning from the best of the best. Books and podcasts and experts, they bring you growth. Activities that bring you joy can be hobbies, vacations, time with loved ones, joy and or growth. Very simple. Live a life, and it's really your compass. Does this bring me joy or growth? If it doesn't, say no to it as much as you possibly can. Great book on this, 15 Secrets Successful People Know About Time Management by Kevin Cruz. This will help you master your time so that you can prioritize what brings you joy and growth every day. So my challenge to you is identify which one of these questions do you need to ask yourself the most? Which one impacted you the most here today? And my challenge to you is to make it a priority to ask yourself this question, ask, answer, and take action on the one question that had the greatest impact on you for the next 30 days. All right. I wish you an elevated life of success, happiness, and positive impact.